Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Calvin Austin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. The first carry now for Sean Smith. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Held in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's brought in. That's his back for Sean Smith. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Nice caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Yellow!
Looks like a design run here from the Mahomes. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal.
Yellow! Hey, yellow, go. Hey, yellow, go.
Third and long for him here. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's going well so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own
New set of downs for him from the 31.
It's hot. It's hot.
His first throw is an interception. That is Nick Emanwari. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's Mitchell again. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Jackson, quick pass wide. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now they need 7. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Running back sent in motion left. The designed run. Jackson keeping it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Rock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Yellow.
From the pistol, Smith. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A pickup of 17. And that's a Chiefs first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
15.
First down, and they go right back to it. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense holds up. Got him stopped after a yard and forces fourth down.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
Mahomes to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Pistol now for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the end route complete. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play. We'll go with a design keeper. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ashton Gelati's right in there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Case. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He has it at the 22. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. the play fake. It's Mahomes. Brought in by his back Smith. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. He's got Smith again. He dodged the tackle. Still moving. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Caught by the open man. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a 16-point ball game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff here to Mitchell. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lamar. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him on the sling. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Lamar back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
No, we changed it.
You send him left out of the slot. The final throw before the break. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squibber. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Now here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
That's incomplete left side.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's third down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, pass coming. That one finds his man, likely. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
This one left for Lamar. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the gun, Jackson. Cut out left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Jackson trying again on 2nd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A 36-yard attempt.
Well, Brock, he missed it. It's an easy kick, but he mishit it left. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Returning it from the 4. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on it. working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Run drawn up here for Lamar. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down, here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. Motioning him from the slot right. They'll run. This is Mitchell. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. And it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw left side, complete. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to throw again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in it.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. Jackson trying to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
All right, going to get a two-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that pass is caught. Sneaking the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Yellow.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Jump off, caught by his back. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Mahomes to throw for it. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Firing one deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
15!
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. They did it! He made the interception! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens have some new life in the fourth.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throw for Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's Mitchell. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Lamar. This one's caught. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
No, we changed it.
He's back to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens down by only 2 in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for two.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's a throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Rio Chanel makes the play.
Keeps the score. Chiefs 30. Ravens 28.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Screen here for Smith. This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Along the sideline, past midfield. And he works this down to the 41. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
41-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Yellow.
Running for the marker on second. He's got room to roam. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push this to an 8-point game.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push the lead to 2 scores now. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Ravens at a 2-score deficit. 3rd down, Chiefs going with a dive.
Oh, we changed it.
To throw. Into traffic, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Now to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A gain of 21 yards.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's caught at the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to first and goal. This one center for Lamar. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Design quarterback run here. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think as both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another, they do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.